Hello, my name is Jack. This is a FSC student, and this is a final project for Sherlock's Geography 100. And the topic of this project is my story. This time I will go through my whole life to talk about my stories. And I will talk about 3 places: Gongyi, Zhengzhou, and Vancouver. I've lived in these places for years. And first, Gongyi is a city of Henan province and it's my hometown. I've born in there in 1998, and it's a peripheral region. Although it's called city, but I still wanna call it a town because it's a peripheral region for for Zhengzhou province, and it is so small. And have lived in here for the first 6 years of my life, and then I moved to Zhengzhou. It's the capital city of Henan province, and it is the core region. What is more is that it's a transportation hub for China. In China, most of trains, if they want to move from north to south or from south to north, they have to go through Zhengzhou at first. And I've lived in there for uh, more than 12 years for my student life. And now I'm living in Vancouver. It is a city in British Columbia. It's a city in British Columbia province, in Canada, and it is the biggest city in this province. I've lived in here for 2 years for university. Before we start my story, let's see the map of China at first. And this place is Henan, is in the middle east of China, and this area is called Central Plains. So let's start it. Gongyi. It is in 1998. I have born in Gongyi and then living here for 6 years. This is the map of Gongyi. It is so small. I think it's really small that when I was a child I can go anywhere I want on foot, and I never feel tired for that. By the way, here is my home at that time, and this is the map for around my home. My home is in here, and this whole huge place is Songling Park. It's Songling Park, and it's my entertainment places. It is my entertainment place, and I usually play with my friend in here for entertainment. Songling Park is a cemetery. It's a cemetery for most of kings in Song Dynasty, so it's very famous in China. And I've spent most of my childhood in this park. Um, at that time, I do not have any technology except television, so there's only few ways for me to entertainment. Uh, watch the cartoon in home or hang out with my friend, and we almost always goes to Sulian Park to play games such as hide and seek. And by the way, I've live, I've learned many things in Songlin Park, such as to learn how to ride bicycles. And when we playing hide and seek, this is the item in the Songlin Park. When we play the hide and seek, I usually hide in the behind of this one, and they hardly can find me out. And one more is in here, uh, uh in the small forest after this line, and I lived in Gongyi for 6 years, and at this time I goes to the kindergarten. And when it is time for me to go to primary school, my grandmother brings me and two of my cousins to Zhengzhou for primary schools. And by the way, at that time my parents are still stay in Gongyi for their jobs. And then I live in Zhengzhou for more than 12 years. Uh, mm, Zhengzhou is a capital city of Henan province and it's very big. It's over 7,000 square kilometers. And at that time, at, I am 1 year younger than every classmate in the same grade because I goes to primary school 1 year earlier than others. So they think I'm a little brother and very friendly to me. And this is the map of Zhengzhou. You see it's very huge. This is the center of Zhengzhou, and this is Gongyi. It's included in the Zhengzhou city. That's why I want to call it a town. And this is my home in Zhengzhou. It's in the north of it is in the north of Zhengzhou, and my primary school is just next to my home, so I can go to my primary school on foot every day. And this is my primary school. When I was in the primary school, the places, no, the climate is very good. The air is very clean, and the sky is always blue. And it always have the huge snow in Zhengzhou every winter at that time. And I'm a big fan of snows. So every time it snows, then I will hang out with my friend for all days. You see, it's very huge. It is a snow picture. It is picture in Zhengzhou when it is snow. It's a very huge snow, and that can make me be able to play all the games I want. But it's not contains long times because when it's time for me to go to the junior high school, a new area in Zhengzhou named Zhengdong New District is almost finished building, and it caused air pollution at that time the global warming is coming too. Both of this caused the Zhengzhou have huge climate change. So that after that the Zhengzhou hardly have snows in winter. And the air is not clean and blue. And let's talk about Zhengdong New District. This Zhengdong New District plan is made in 2000 years, and the contribution of it is start in 2003, and the contribution is almost done in 2010, and it is also the time for me to go to the junior high school. But at that time, very few people lives in there because most of people do not want to move their house to the new places. And let's see the map of the Zhongdong district. It's on the northeastern of Zhengzhou, so it is quite far away from central of Zhengzhou. So that's why people do not want to move to there. But in it becomes a new center of Zhengzhou in 2014, and at that time it has the highest land price in Zhengzhou, and make it make the it makes Zhengzhou have significant development for economics, but it also brings us the air pollution, the air pollution and the air pollution and global warming make Zhengzhou have a huge climate change. The air is become dirty and there's no more snows in Zhengzhou and the sky is not blue. You see, this is picture in 2003. At that time, the sky is still blue and beautiful, but right now, the skies become gray and white because I hardly can find the blue area in the sky in Zhengzhou. So I do not see the blue sky in Zheng for more than 6 years until I came to Vancouver. And I found out that the Vancouver's air is so clean and the sky is so beautiful. So I suddenly fall in love with this place. And let's talk about the dress style of me. When I was a child, the school have have strict regulation for clothes. They only allow us to wear the school uniform. So at that time, the only clothes for me is school uniform. You see, it's just like on the pictures, just like the clothes on the pictures. It's not beautiful, I think, but it is very comfortable and easy to do sports. So I do not be disappointment for the school uniform. And when I was a child, about 6 years old maybe, and I like the and at that time I like sports wears and colorful clothes. Sports sports wears make me feel very comfortable, and colorful clothes make me. I think it is very beautiful at that time. But now I prefer the jeans and the single color clothes. Before the middle school, my favorite food is everything which is sweet, especially candy like this. And I always eat candies or something sweet at that time. Even when I was drinking some soup, uh, I will always put many sugar in the soup. And I'm lucky because at that time I do not break my teeth and they are still very healthy at this time. And they are still very healthy in right now. And at that time I never tried the at that time I most do not the spicy food is I do not like spicy food at that time. I think it's very, very not delicious. On the primary school. But after that, I've tried the spicy food and soonly fall in love with it. And right now, my favorite breakfast is this soup. Its name is hula soup, but you can call it the soup with pepper. It's very it is a special food for Zhengzhou, for Henan province, and it is our favorite breakfast for. It is our favorite breakfast, and hula soup. This soup is very, very, very spicy, but it's extremely delicious. It can wake up your body and warm up it, so that make you it can make your body powerful for all days. So it's very good, very delicious. And after I came to Vancouver, I've certainly loved the Japanese food, like such as Japanese ramen, Japanese sashimi, and sushi. By the way, my favorite food of Japanese food is California roll. I'm a huge fan of it. So this is my final project. I'm done with that. Uh, Thank you for listening. In the end of this project, I will leave it to my reference. I will keep for 5 seconds for each slice. So that's it. That's the end of my project. Thank you for watching. Goodbye.